So, since this is currently the breastfeeding portion of our engagement, I actually do want to take a second to show you something that I do occasionally and can be useful for any moms that are like me who nurse in public but might be a little bit self-conscious about being, tits out, but don't want to use a cover because my kid gives zero fucks about covers. Like, if I put something over his head, it immediately gets thrown to the floor, tossed. He's not having a cover over his head. And I don't want to put a cover over his head. I like to actually see him, and he looks at me and I look at him, and it's a, cool thing. So I have no desire to throw some tarp over my kid, and I have no concerns about someone who is so terrified of seeing that their whole life is ruined and their child is destroyed and they can't explain the human body to their child, and they are so over-sexualized in their own lives and mentalities that breasts are for sex and not for the actual purpose of them, which is nursing. If that's your feeling, that's the way you can look. This is a person who gives zero fucks, and that's basically it. I'm not going to alter how I feed my kid in order to pacify someone's fear of the human body, basically. Whew, okay, that's my NIP, nursing in public, breastfeeding rant for this particular video. But what I do, sorry, random things just pop up in my life. I want to show something I do for the actual mom in her comfort, not the public. If you're a little uncomfortable about nursing in public, you don't like to use a cover or throw a blanket or whatever over your kid. And also now that it's like fall and it gets chilly outside, so if I'm at the playground or wherever and I'm outside and we're nursing, I don't necessarily want to pull my shirt all the way up because I'll get cold. So what I do is I wear two shirts, and one of them I can pull up. The other is usually a tank top or a stretchy t-shirt or something where the collar, I don't really care if it gets stretched out. So I can pull one shirt up and pull the other shirt down, and still he can get to everything, but I'm still covered at the bottom. Like, I'm mostly worried about whether or not I'm covered down here so my belly isn't out, my back isn't getting all cold and everything. So that's just a tank top, if you can see, a tank top under another shirt. Pull that one down, so that way I only have to pull this one up. And if I'm still feeling self-conscious, I could always do that. His head covers most of it. If you're randomly walking by, you don't see everything unless you decide to come all the way over and look down and go, oh my God, I'm so offended, I see areola. Suck it up. Unlike my kid who's actually sucking it up. So yeah, I just wanted to share that.